What's up, guys, and welcome to the Tim Sports Talk. We have another Sunday night football recap, and it is the Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers. Technically, this game's still going on a little bit. It's right now 41-25. The Bears are trying to make it a little bit more interesting, but we all know this game's over because they just cannot stop the Packers to save their lives. They had one stop in the third quarter where a penalty and a drop pass forced the Packers to punt. Outside of that, it's just been all Packers, man. Aaron Rodgers, 19 for 27, 196 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Also, the Packers have been scoring on defense. They got a sack fumble. Mitch Trubisky's been throwing interceptions like he always does, right? And, hey, if you have Allen Robinson and David Montgomery on your fantasy team, you're extremely happy because they're getting a ton of garbage points. Right now, David Montgomery has 11 carries for 103 yards. Allen Robinson has 8 catches, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also, Montgomery has 5 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Great garbage points for those guys, because otherwise the Bears have just looked horrific. It was 27-10 at half, and the Bears actually kind of were moving the ball a little bit, but they just had turnovers, man. They had the sack fumble. They had a horrible interception where it is double coverage and he's throwing to Mooney. Yeah, they like the kid out of the 5th round this last year. He's a rookie, and I guess they want to try to get him the ball, but in double coverage downfield, and it was one of the easiest picks ever. Then another pick in the second half by Mitch Trubisky was super easy because it was in triple coverage and underthrown. The first one was overthrown. The second one was underthrown. Darnell Savage coming away with the second interception on the day. Yeah, and as I said, they're trying to make it interesting. Mitch right now, 26 of 46, 242 yards, and 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But it's all too late. All too late, okay? 41-10 in the fourth quarter. Aaron Rodgers and the boys shouldn't have even come out in the fourth quarter. I think they should have sat. They should have pulled the Ravens. Lamar would always sit in the fourth quarter last season when they were up like this. That's where they should have been. I hope neither of them get hurt because otherwise this sucks because they're so good. And I posed a question in the title. Right now, are the Packers the best team in the NFC? Okay, and this could just be bias as far as the Bears make it look like they're the best team. But right now, they're sitting 1 game behind the Saints. Drew Brees might not come back, right? They keep winning with Taysom Hill. Good for them. But Drew Brees might not come back. Are the Saints really better than the Packers? I don't think defensively. I think the Packers actually have a decent defense this year. Aaron Rodgers is a beast, and he has Aaron Jones making it that he doesn't have to do everything. Devontae Adams is one of the best receivers in the league. I don't know, dude. These Packers look really, 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 really tough. I would not want to see these Packers in the playoffs, that's for sure. Let's see. What else do we have in this game? But before I get into that, I'll go ahead and... DRG's here. What's up? Mitchell Wasmus. Hey, Tim. 5'7" Skyhook football team is greater than the Redskins. I guess so. They're right now... actually, no. The Giants... the Bengals found a way to lose earlier, making it so that the Redskins are not in there. Oh, no, you just retracted that one. Oh, well. Antisocial Chris Sports. What? You changed your name again. LOL, they can still win this game. Technically speaking, I guess they could, but Aaron Rodgers will make sure that they do not win this game. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, DRG both says they're coming back. Don't worry. Don't worry. They're not coming back, okay? It's already 1st and 10. Bears have no timeouts. 2 minutes, 45 seconds, and they're down by 16. First of all, you would think that you guys act like they have a good enough offense to come back. Okay, they just don't. But in reality, like if once they brought Aaron Rodgers in, they're like, okay, let's just ice this game. We'll do that, no problem. And Aaron Jones. Actually, is Aaron Jones even in? They might be running Jamal Williams. No, they actually brought Aaron Jones in. They were like, no, we want to. No, that is Jamal Williams. No, yeah, number 30 was Jamal Williams. So he's icing it. 5'7" Skyhook, congrats on 200. I appreciate it. We did hit 200 over the Thanksgiving break. Thank you very much. DRG saying it's not over. It's over. Don't worry. DRG says soon 2,000. Yeah, hey, I don't know if as soon is the word, but hey, we will get there. We will get there. Spoiled AFib Gaming. Sup, I posted the laugh of the day. Give it a rating 1 through 5. No, that defense sucks. Who? The Packers or the Saints. I don't know. I don't know which one you're talking about. It's fair game for everyone, to be honest, including us. Every team can be had. No one should be favored in the NFC, to be honest. Well, when you have a dude like Aaron Rodgers, that is who I'm favoring. Let's see what else we have in this game. There's quite a bit, actually. Let's see. Where should we start? All right, we'll just go ahead and start with the first touchdown of the day. Davante Adams got the first one, but on the play before, Davante Adams actually fell on a slant pass, and there was another play later down in the game where Aaron Rodgers pulled the defense off sides and had a free play like he loves to do, threw it to Davante Adams, and Davante Adams had a bad drop. Davante Adams had an okay day today, 5 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown. No, he just got another catch here, last one, so he has 6 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. But there was a couple of bad plays in here, but luckily the Bears are so bad that it didn't matter. And then the very next play, Davante Adams scores the touchdown. Kind of a broken play. Aaron Rodgers buys a little bit more time. They only rush 3, and they find him in the end zone. I think a linebacker was the closest to Davante Adams, which is just unacceptable. Why is a linebacker covering Davante Adams in the end zone? That's ridiculous, and that's who he finds to score the touchdown. I think the first drive of the Bears, Allen Robinson caught that touchdown, okay? They didn't show a great angle on it. They said he was bobbling, okay? So I can't guarantee it because I couldn't see the best angle. But I have seen this many times before. You do not need to make a football move in the end zone to score a touchdown. As long as you have possession and 2 feet down in the end zone, it is a touchdown. The defense ends up pulling the ball out of Allen Robinson's hands in the back of the end zone, and they say no touchdown because he was bobbling it. I would like to see that one replayed, and I disagree. I think Allen Robinson did maintain possession of that ball for long enough than he needed. You don't need it very long in the end zone. Literally, it could be half a second. You just need to come down with it, have possession, and 2 feet down in the end zone. Game over, touchdown. There's no more to the play. They can't pull it out of your hands. It's in, it's touchdown. But they call it a no touchdown and force a field goal instead of a touchdown, which was really big in that first quarter because that was only a 6-3 game because after the Davante Adams, they missed the PAT instead of a 7-6 game. And who knows what kind of game we could have had from there. But instead, we got 6-3, and as I said, the Packers just ran away with it. In the first half, Rodgers was 15 for 18, 128 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And they got a defensive touchdown. They didn't punt in the first half. Just not good. The second touchdown was a play action to Mercedes Lewis. Good for Mercedes Lewis. How old is Mercedes Lewis these days? I've heard his name for a long time. How old is he? Mercedes Lewis is 36 years old, and he comes away with a touchdown on Sunday Night Football. Good for Mercedes Lewis. And he textbook shedding of the blocker. It was play action. He stood up the guy and then just shed the blocker, let him go to the quarterback, and ends up getting an easy walk-in touchdown from Aaron Rodgers. Good for Mercedes Lewis. And then Mitch Trubisky threw that interception I talked about the very next drive. And the Packers again came down and scored a touchdown, which was just a beautiful, beautiful play. Probably only a play that Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes could make in the NFL. Okay, it is Allen Lazard, touchdown it was beautiful. So you had a motion from left to right. You had then had a play action to Aaron Jones. You had a receiver, I believe it was Davante Adams, coming from right to left. Then you had Allen Lazard coming on a mesh pattern. He was actually just supposed to play basically the pick, right? Comes across Davante Adams. Then you had a quick out. Both of those were covered. Aaron Rodgers had pressure in his face, off his back foot, finds Lazard, who was just supposed to basically be a decoy, wide open in the middle of the end zone. Easy touchdown as far as he made it look easy because he's wide open, but pressure in his face, throws it over the defender off his back foot. Aaron Rodgers is just amazing, okay? And if you forgot that he was amazing and you just watched it tonight, he just reminded you because he is an absolute monster on the field. And it's funny to watch Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers They look so similar. Look at their highlight tapes. It's literally, if you could put either one on either play, and it looks exactly the same. Very good stuff coming from Aaron Rodgers. Let's see here. And then there was a tough, so the sack fumble that we talked about that turned into a touchdown, Preston Smith ends up getting the touchdown. Good for Preston Smith, an ex-Redskin. But he is now a Packer, and he gets the touchdown on the recover. It was set up by a really tough holding call that they got the first down on, and it was such a quick play. I'm like, how do you even call holding? And it's because the defender just bull rushes the left tackle and basically tackles him. Just goes right over and then lands on him, but then they call holding as if he dragged him to the ground. He just bulldozed him and fell right on top of him. I thought it was an absolute BS call, and it was a huge call because instead of being down 20-3, at that point 20-3, driving the ball because they did get a first down on that play. Instead, now it's a 3rd and 17, turns into a sack fumble. Now you're down 27-3, and it's pretty much a wrap already from there. They did try to make it interesting, as I said, but tough holding call for the Bears. I did not like that call at all. And then the Bears did answer before half, making it 27-10. But after a couple of punts, Mitch then threw that second pick that I talked about, and he also fumbled on that drive. He fumbled and threw an interception on the same drive, and it was only a 4-play drive. Come on, Mitch. That's just tough. Oh my God. After that interception, though, 3 straight runs for the Packers. Play action the very next play and turns into a 56-yard touchdown to Robert Tonyan. That's textbook football. Textbook. Run. Play action. Boom. Got him deep. It's like you don't even have to be tricked, be fancy against this team right now. And it really sucks because the Bears were missing Hakeem. It's Akiem. Akiem Hicks in the center of their line because even Jamal Williams had a drive where he just ran right up the middle down their throats to ice the game 41-10. He got a 13-yard touchdown, and I think on that play, it was like a 10-play drive, and 8 of them was Jamal Williams runs or something like that. It was just Jamal Williams the entire drive. Even on a 4th and 1, they got 3 yards. Jamal Williams just tearing the life out of the the Bears, I should say. Tough. And yeah, Jamal Williams even ended up 17 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Jamal Williams is not that good. Aaron Jones is a beast, 7 carries, 90 yards. But Jamal Williams ended up on the day 17, 73, and a touchdown on possessions where you knew they were going to run the ball. I mean, come on. That's Akiem Hicks was sorely missed by the Bears, and the Bears defense is just not the same without him in the middle. At 34-10, Jalen Johnson really messed up because he hit the heck out of Robert Tonyan. All right? And great play. But the ball popped up, and he starts boasting over top of Robert Tonyan instead of looking for the ball, and he could have had an easy interception. And you already talked about they tried to come back 41-25. There's your comeback, 34-10. Early, I think it was actually late in the third quarter at that point. Get the interception. Don't boast. You're down 34-10. Why are you boasting? What are you boasting about? 34-10, you're boasting? Come on, dude. Rookie mistake. He was their second round pick, I think, last draft. Rookie mistake coming from Jalen Johnson. You got to keep an eye on the ball because he could have an easy interception. Tough day. And yeah, I didn't even really take notes on the fourth quarter. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty much a joke at that point. All right, let's get back into your comments. How's it going, everybody? I don't need no Molly to be savage, huh? When I'm on that Molly, I feel savage, huh? The definition of a bad bitch. I'm guessing those are lyrics. I don't listen to it. Spoiler for gaming. Drew Brees, he said he should be back in the Chiefs or the Vikings. All right, we'll see. We'll see if that. So I guess Spoiledayfib Gaming is saying, okay, the Packers defense. You don't like the Packers defense. Interesting. I don't really like the Saints defense, though, either. So whose defense is it? I don't like the Seahawks. So are the Rams the best team in the NFC? Maybe. I mean, I love the Seahawks offense, but I don't like the Seahawks defense. So it's Rams, Packers, Seahawks, and Saints. Buccaneers just got smacked around today by the Chiefs, but that was expected. So I don't know. Interesting debate. I do think that Chris has a point where nobody's really a clear favorite. Nobody's a Steelers or a Chiefs team in the NFC, but the Packers, man, they're a strong team. Kevin Harvick, how's it going? Oh no, wait, forgive me. I'm going to have to stop posting Davis videos in the Discord, but it's so funny. Feel free, dude. Speaking of the Discord, thank you. I will go ahead and copy a link here. And if you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. We talk throughout the games. It's fun. Talk a little smack with each other. And yeah, definitely join in. It's in the comment section now. Kevin Harvick fan 04, how's it going, Kevin? What's up? The Vagiants? The Vagiants, gotcha. Played like trash against Brandon Allen. Well, Brandon Allen played like trash for the Giants, let me tell you. Against the Giants, I should say. Ugh, and then every timely penalty saved the Giants. Anytime the Bengals did anything good, a timely penalty screwed him over. But why did he take that sack, Brendan Allen, whatever his name is? Man, you had a perfect setup. All you need is like 15, 20 yards, and you could win the game with a walk-off field goal. And you take a sack, and not only do you take a sack, you fumble it to ice the game on the first freaking play with like over a minute left, and all you need is 15, 20 yards. God, that just hurts my feelings. Chris, what's up, dude? Rodgers and my homeboy battling for MVP right now. And after Monday, Russell Wilson will be back in it. Probably. After the beatdown of the Eagles, he might be right back in it. But you're right. And then maybe the only other one I would throw in there is maybe Big Ben. You know, because Big Ben, obviously 10-0, having a really good season. So Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes are probably your two favorites. And with Big Ben right behind him. Unfortunately, my boy Kyler Murray lost again today. I think he's starting to lose favor as far as, what did he end up with as far as rushing totals today? I'm curious. 31 yards, so he's even losing his ability to maybe even reach 1,000 yards rushing on the year. He didn't throw a touchdown. He didn't run a touchdown today. He did have an interception. So I think, unfortunately, my dude Murray might have fallen out of, he's definitely fallen out of the conversation, but he might even be too far to be even really in the conversation ever throughout with the rest of the season. He'll have to really turn it on if he wants to try to make a play at it, but I don't think he can, especially not with 10-0 Steelers and 9-2 Chiefs team right now. Yeah, I don't think that he can do it. So it's very close between those three. Aaron Rodgers being the third. All right, where are we at? Chris, Eagles are awful. Yes, the Eagles are very bad. Spoiler, where is Tim's like, I'm going to have to call Mike Vick to kick your dog? Oh, that's tough. That's tough. We got 4 likes right now, 6 viewers. Come on. Please. I say please. Thank you. Aaron Rodgers isn't better than me? What? LOL, who remembers Trent Murphy? So trash. Yeah, Trent Murphy. What is he doing right now? I thought he went to somewhere else and that was actually a decent player. Yeah, he's for the Bills. Is he playing right now? I don't even know. Tyler Croft and Trent Murphy headline inactive list for Bills. Trent Murphy wasn't horrible when he was here. I didn't hate Trent Murphy. Let's see where we at. Luke Chavez. What's up, Luke? Oh my God. Redskins playoffs? Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? Hey, right now we have a better chance of making the playoffs than the Ravens. That's all that needs to be said, right? That's funny. 5-7 Hook, Skyhook, excuse me, says Jake Paul over Mitchell Trubisky. right now, Jake Paul is, he just beat up a small Nate Robinson. I know Nate Robinson's a great NBA story. He won a couple of dunk contests. Kryptonite to Dwight Howard, Superman. I understand all that, and I think he's a great basketball player. But it was just an unfair fight from the get-go, okay? 6'1", Jake Paul, like 200 and something pounds, like 230 pounds or something like that, compared to Nate Robinson, who didn't even practice, apparently, and he's only, 5'9", 200? Yeah, it really wasn't a fair fight whatsoever. But yeah, that Jake Paul did Nate wrong. Yeah, he did. It was not a fair fight. It really was bad. Sean Taylor, I don't know why you bring Sean Taylor in there. Then a bunch of death symbols. Maybe that's not the best thing you should do. Oh gosh, Luke, you all right? You having a little problems? Did he join the Discord? Maybe I shouldn't have sent it. Just kidding. No, he did not join the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord if you would like. Breeze want to come back versus the Vikings and Chiefs. Okay, good for Breeze. I don't know. I mean, Breeze had 11 cracked ribs or something like that. Good for him if he even comes back. But they said it was only a 2 to 3 week injury, which would be insane. Luke Chavez, where is he reading these comments? I'm reading. I don't do the Discord through the show. That's a separate thing of the show. I read from the YouTube comments when I'm on stream. But feel free to join the Discord to chat with us and stuff. I still have yet to go through and make it pretty. That might be a problem. I should do it sometime this week. I'm not sure when yet, but eventually I will do a lot more with the Discord. For now, it's just our group chat, and it's basically a way for us to communicate throughout the week and through the games. And as Spoiled says, it's a way that I can communicate when I'm going live as well as you should have the notifications turned on. Let's see here. Bree said that he would let him come back against the Panthers. Oh, you would let him. I know, because you wanted to hold him back. I got you. Spoiler for game. Breeze wants to come back versus the Vikings and Chiefs. Okay, you said that. 5-7 Sky. Jameis should play over Taysom Hill. Crab legs can at least sling the ball. I was shocked when I heard that Taysom Hill was getting the start over Jameis. I really was. I thought Jameis definitely had the backup role over there. Clearly he does not. I don't know what the science is behind that. I guess they're just saying, hey, we are paying Taysom Hill way too much money to not play him when Drew goes down. And he's 2-0 right now. I know he just played a Broncos team that had no quarterback. Legitimately. Which was a kind of a trash thing, okay? Why in the world are they not letting the other quarterbacks play when they were quote-unquote exposed to a guy that had it? You have tests. Test all of them leading up to game time. Just test them all. Multiple times. 3, 4, 5, 6 tests. I mean, give the Broncos an opportunity. You're just going to completely shut down the quarterback situation where they have no chance of winning this game, basically, because you're not even letting them have a quarterback? I thought that was pretty trash, and just wrong in many levels, in my opinion. Really weird deal. Also, why were they allowed to even play when somebody had COVID, but then somewhere like the Ravens, they need to push? I don't know what the science is here on what makes a game get pushed back, what makes a game stay in. Why? And then some games can just be played even though there has been COVID around the facility. I don't understand what the science is between all the what they're doing here. It really seems like just a mosh posh of nonsense going on. I really don't get it. It seems really odd to me, their game plan. Spot if you're getting, Taysom was messing up big throwing the ball. Really interesting. I did not watch the Broncos Saints game. That's really interesting. What happened with my Rams? Oh, did the Rams go down today? Who did the Rams play? They're 7-4, so I guess they did go down. Who did they lose to? The Niners. The Niners made the upset with Nick Mullins. They got Raheem Mostert back. Dude, that freaking division is so good, okay? Anybody can win at any time. Yeah, I told you Rams fans golf is inconsistent, but no, I got called out. I don't know who called you out, but yeah, I am not the biggest Jared Goff fan. I think they paid him way too much money. Um, but I do like Sean McVay a whole lot, and that defense is really, really good over there. Obviously, with Aaron Donald being number one and Jalen Ramsey being number two, you also have Michael Brockers over there. Can't forget about him. But yeah, they have a really good defense on the Rams side of the ball. But San Francisco's extremely well coached as well. I know Kyle Shanahan has a history of messing up Super Bowls, but can't deny that he's a fantastic coach. Wasn't Goff today? Goff was pretty bad. 2 interceptions, 19 for 31, 198 yards, no touchdowns. I mean, it's not something you would write home about, that's for sure. Had no run game. Cam Akers was 9 for 84 yards, 9.3 average. Darrell Henderson was terrible, though. 10 carries, 19 yards, 1.9 yards average. Jared Goff, Robert Woods had 8 yards on a carry. Malcolm Brown, 3 carries, 4 yards. I guess there's a little bit of truth in there because Darrell Henderson was awful. Leading carrier, yet only 19 yards. Cam Akers, maybe he just busted out a big one. I don't know. One of you can let me know. Let's see. We had no run game. Sportive Gaming. If y'all can't run Goff, gonna have to sling it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like he has a ton of weapons. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. Everett's been fantastic this year. Another good tight end, Tyler Higbee. Josh Reynolds is not even terrible. So I don't know. I feel like they should have been able to make it work. Let's see here. Drew Brees shouldn't come back to the playoffs. If you guys bring him back too early, it would be stupid. I'm telling you that now. Maybe play him one game before the playoffs. You wouldn't want him to come off fresh against a playoff level defense. So especially if you get a bye week. Now you're playing even harder competition in theory. So maybe bring him back the last week of the season at least to get some practice in if he's healthy. But I don't think you want to have him fresh in the playoffs. It's not the best to have a quarterback fresh in the playoffs, a la Peyton Manning years when they sat him down for 2 weeks and he had a first-round bye like every single year, and then they would lose all the time because he would come off and he's playing a playoff caliber defense with and not a good team in Indianapolis. So I think they should at least bring him back for one game prior to the playoffs. Harris, Mingham, true, but last week he did that against the Bucks. I don't know what happened this week. 49ers just dominated us. 49ers are an extremely well-coached team, so I'm not shocked. I would have picked the Rams in this game, but I'm not shocked to see the Niners win. I was right. People rank Zeke number 6 because he's not top 5. I just disagree, okay? He's on a terrible situation right now. No quarterback, no O-line. Receivers decide when and when they don't want to play. Okay, I know they're fantastic, but I've seen CeeDee Lamb drop a ton of passes. Amari Cooper can just disappear. He's in a terrible situation, and he can't hold on to the ball right now. There's no excuse for that. He needs to hold on to the ball. It's some wonky plays too, like he catches the ball out of the backfield and dives for the first down, and or like catches it out of the backfield like a wild play, catches it and then turns, and then just immediately the ball gets hit. Or against us, he like reaches for the first down and it gets poked away. Some really weird, wild situations, but still, you got to hang on to the ball. That's your number one rule for a running back. Let's see. Taysom is pretty good. I know Taysom had a pretty good first game. Let's see what he did against the Broncos today. 9 for 16, 78 yards. You didn't really have to do anything. Latavius Murray, holy shnikes. 19 carries, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns. If you started Latavius Murray in your fantasy league, you're pretty darn happy right now. You were probably in dire straits at running back to have to actually start him, but you got lucky. We told Sean not to pay Taysom, pay all that money. Yeah, I don't know why they paid him so much money. None of these NFL super athletes would be fazed by this flu. I hear you. I'm right there with you, too. I tell Saints fans Jameis Winston is our QB for the future. I hope Taysom do well in his future, but he not a franchise QB. Not like Jameis. I do think Jameis is definitely a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. No doubt, in my opinion. Chris, Taysom is worth every dime y'all paid him. Let's be real. Last year, If it wasn't for Taysom in the playoffs, you wouldn't even have had been in the game. Drew Brees was playing like trash. Yeah, but he's being paid like low-end quarterback money. Like, if you wanted him as a tight end, he should be only getting paid like $10, $11 million. But he's getting paid like $17 million a year to like not get that much action. Like he's a cool tool that they use and everything like that, but not really a guy that you pay $17 million for, in my opinion. Let's see here. To run Wildcat, I like Taysom, but everyone will say he not a free franchise QB. Franchise QB, 30 years old, sounds like a future Chris. 30 years old quarterback is not a big deal at all, but he's not really a quarterback. I'm not doing a Lamar and Kyler offense. That won't last long. Interesting. Kyler will last. Kyler will last. He doesn't get hit. Okay? He's amazing. And he doesn't take hits. He runs all those times and he barely gets hit. He's fantastic. Like, he doesn't get hit any more than Tom Brady. Or, list your quarterback. Aaron Rodgers. Pat Mahomes. He doesn't get hit any more than these guys. Okay? Kyler could last. Lamar takes way more hits. Chris Sports Talk. He's a QB. He has good 8 to 10 years in him. Not every quarterback can play till 40, but I get 30 is not all that old for a quarterback. That's for sure. That sounds like a future to me. Who says you won't draft his successor while he's still playing? And Taysom Hill is unlike those guys. He's actually built. Yeah, but if you can't take that many hits as a quarterback, you just don't. He's huge. He's built like a tight end, and he will be very durable, so that doesn't apply to him. Hey, just because you're built big does not mean you're durable, a la Rob Gronkowski, okay? He was hurt all the frickin' time. No, don't. He's a 30-year-old. Wildcat offense is not effective for more than 2 years. Lamar is in a slump. Kyler's in a slump. Jameis threw 30 TDs in his young 20s. That's a future QB. I am definitely on the side of spoiled right now as far as Jameis Winston is the quarterback that they should be playing. I don't know why they're playing Taysom, but you can't really argue with it because they're 2-0. So, hey. All right, Tim, if they bring him back any earlier, he will get hurt, and then their season is over. There is no rush. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I think you're basically saying we agree that he should play one game before the playoffs. I like it. Especially when they're 9-2 and have a first-round bye. They don't have it locked up, but right now they're in the first-round bye, and I don't know what the rest of their schedule is like, but can't imagine it being all that tough. Falcons, Eagles, Chiefs are really tough. Vikings and Panthers, all those games are winnable except for probably the Chiefs. Lamar and Hill equals running backs. Lamar's a quarterback. He's a fantastic running back, though, too. So what if a game? Drew probably coming back in the Panthers game because he needs to get back in his groove before the playoffs. Yep, I agree. Last game before the season's over. Lamar is in a slump because he has no receivers and they're not catching passes, making plays for him like Kyler is. Just still young, taking his bumps and bruises. They still have to build an O-line around him, around Kyler. I agree. And left tackle for Lamar is hurt right now as well. And I do agree that Lamar does not have great weapons. Lamar is still doing that Wildcat stuff. It's not working no more. I hate the offensive coordinator for the Ravens right now. You don't run Wildcat with Lamar. Okay? He can throw the ball. You call a pass play. You run routes. And then you let Lamar do his thing with his legs, if it's available. Either let him throw it, either he'll throw it, or he'll find a way to run the ball. That's how he's effective. You don't need to call these design runs. It's stupid, because now you take away his arm. You call pass plays and let him play plays with his legs because he can get around any defensive end in this league. If you rush 4, he will get around your defensive end. And then he could also get around the linebackers that's trying to spy him. He can beat him to the sidelines. He's a monster, okay? They're just using him terribly. Jameis threw 30 picks. I don't want to hear nothing about him. Yes, he threw 30 picks in a system where they're throwing a lot more 50-50 balls. Excuse me. Tom Brady has thrown a ton of interceptions this year as well. And it's because they want you to throw 50-50 balls to people like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's and now Antonio Brown. It's a different style offense that Bruce Arians is running. And it's not... Jameis Winston is definitely better than 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. Okay, I promise. He's no Dwayne Haskins. Everyone who plays with Adrian throw a career top in interceptions. Yeah, Bruce Arians. Yeah, it's a weird thing. That's why they're getting on Tom Brady for not throwing it up. You know, Tom Brady doesn't throw 50-50 balls. Man, he throws freaking 90%ers. All right, he's the ultimate game manager. But they're saying, hey, Mike Evans is open. Throw it. He's 6'5", playing against a 5'11" defender. Throw it up to him. And Tom Brady, like, how many picks has Tom Brady thrown this year? Seriously. Yeah, Tom Brady this year has 11 interceptions, and last year for the Patriots, for the whole season, he threw 8. 2 years ago, for the entire season, he threw 11. 3 years ago, for the entire season, he threw 8. In 2016, he threw an entire season 2. 2015, he only threw 7. 2014, he threw 9. This year, he's already thrown 11. It's a weird offense. Chris, and he deserves that, Tim, for what he does. He is a big part of their offense. He plays wide receiver at times, tight end, and QB. Like, come on now. And if he's the reason if you were able to stay in the playoff game, why don't he deserve the money? Because there's a cap. That's why. You have a cap. Unfortunately, you can't pay everybody a ton of money. Okay? You have to, stop. All right? A backup quarterback who also plays some other things, in my opinion, is not worth $17 million. It's just not. It's just not. No. Just no. Before he started quarterback, what was his stat line? I mean, good God. Let's just go back to a random game. Let's go to a Lions game. You had Taysom Hill, 3 carries, 6 yards, 1 catch, 8 yards. No throws. Let's go to the Chargers game. Saints. Taysom Hill, 3 carries, 13 yards and a touchdown, and 0 catches. Let's see here. Let's go to the Bears game. You have 5 carries, 35 yards, and 2 catches, 30 yards and a touchdown. Are these stats really worth $17 million? Like, these are what gets people excited for $17 million? Like, this. Let's go to the Bucs game, week 1. Taysom Hill, 1 attempt for 38 yards, throwing. 3 carries, 13 yards. 1 catch, 14 yards. What am I missing? Like, what am I missing here? I don't understand. All right, there you go. Give Winston a year with Sean Payton, a better coach. I really want to see Winston. I like Winston. I don't really like him. I don't think. I think he's a little bit of a a-hole, but great quarterback. Your starting QB did nothing. Who? I don't understand. Lamar will finish this year with no 300 passing yard games. Wow. As I said, he does not have a lot of weapons in the pass game. It's true. Ain't nothing wrong without Wildcat if the passing game is going. I disagree with that comment. It worked all last year because the passing game was going, so the Wildcat is just fine. Just need to have a balance with the pass. Yeah, it's a trick play like any other play, but it's not a style offense you want to run. But yeah, I mean, they bring him in, and it's a fine design for certain situations, right? Your short yarders, your 4th and 1s, your 3rd and 1s, your 3rd and 2s. It could be definitely useful. We saw it a little bit with Logan Thomas for us as well. Taysom is good runner, but today we saw how he played against a good defense. Tim, you read the stats. Winston has the experience. Taysom played a Great AQ. What Q? Oh, great at QB. Last game, now you want to ridicule him for having a bad game in which he blew out a team. What did he do against the... I mean, he was 18 for 23, 233 yards. He did have 10 carries for 49 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's cool. But throwing the ball, it's not like anything spectacular. I don't know. Where are we at? I'm not ridiculing him. He's a great player, but not a future QB. You want a young guy to develop. Sure, I can agree. Okay, well, make this bold statement. If Taysom Hill were to get hurt, Saints are out of the first round easily. Nope, not with Jameis. And that's exactly what Spoiled says. I disagree. I like Jameis, dude. Chris Sports talk is Chris Sports is delusional. Everyone who leaves Arians does better. I will support Jameis after Breeze retires. Does that sound like a future, Chris? I like him, dude. I'm sorry, Chris. I just disagree. I would pay $17 million for a player who's keeping me in a playoff game and give me the best chance to win the game. I mean, what playoff game are you speaking of last year? Hold on. What did he do last year? Didn't they freaking lose to Minnesota? I think it was Vikings versus Saints last year. Taysom Hill, 1 pass for 50 yards, 4 carries for 50 yards, 2 catches, 25 yards, and a touchdown. So he had 125 yards. I don't know. Like, that's awesome. Cool. I'm not mad about it. I mean, that's a cool player to have. But $17 million, dude. I don't know. And I read you the rest of the stats from this season, dude. I mean, if you want to pay a guy $17 million for one game, I mean, good for you. That's not how I work. To get to a playoff game, you need to win in the regular season. You telling me Taysom can get us to a playoffs game after Breeze retires? Jameis went 7-9 without a defense, with Arians always telling him to throw it. Of course, you get a lot of picks. So we just going to act like the guy had practice with the ones all year. Like, come on, you need time if down and all of those things. Let's be real. Yeah, the whole Saints team was playing bad. I'm not delusional. Y'all missing the point. The things that Taysom does, Jameis can't do. And that's all. The other things, Drew Brees played like garbage. Let's be real here. That's what I'm talking about. Go watch the game, Tim. That's fine. And I'll even give credit that he had a great playoff game. That's awesome. But you say that Jameis can't do the things that Taysom Hill can. Taysom Hill can't do things Jameis can. Jameis is a better quarterback. There's a reason he was the #1 quarterback off the board on draft day. Okay? This dude can sling it. Yes, you could look at the 30 interceptions, but he had 5,000 yards passing and 30 touchdowns. Okay, that was just last season. I mean, let's look at the rest of his career. Okay, here we go. So, in 9 games started, he was 3-6, but he threw for 2,992 yards, 19 touchdowns and 14 picks. Tampa, he went 13 games. He went 3-10, but he threw for 3,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. His second year in the league, he was 9-7, 4,090 yards, 28 touchdowns, 18 picks. 6-10 his rookie year with 22 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Oh, he actually threw 33 touchdowns last year. That's interesting. I thought he only threw 30. So he threw 33 touchdowns, 5,109 yards last season. That's way too many picks. I'm not defending the fact that he has way too many picks. But the dude can play. The Falcons is not a good team. The Falcons actually have a pretty decent run defense, believe it or not. But the pass defense is not very good. He's a huge part of their offense. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't. What does a huge part of the offense mean? I mean, like, he's an important piece. I'll give you that. I mean, he's fine. They definitely like to use him in certain situations. But, I mean, I just went through some stats. I mean, he barely gets 100 yards, if that. I mean, like, sometimes he only gets, like, 25, 30, 40 yards in a game. I mean, it's... What is his total stats on the year? Taysom Hill. Rushing on this season. Wait, I want the totals. Okay. Rushing and receiving. 2020. He has 235 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing. Receiving, he has 234 yards and 6 touchdowns. No, sorry, that was last year. He only has 74 yards receiving this year with 1 touchdown. So he has 4 total touchdowns this year with just over 300 yards. Or actually, not even... Yeah, just over 300 yards. And passing. Does he have passing? Passing here is 319 yards total passing. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's why I said they won't win a playoff game without him. I'm sorry. They won't win a playoff game without Taysom Hill. I don't know. Dude, the Saints offense was doing good before Taysom Hill started this gadget stuff. He threw the only 2 TD for the Saints. Maybe, I'm not sure. If you want to say that Jameis has more arm talent, fine, but that's all he has. Okay. That's what the quarterback is. Ravens going to miss the playoffs. They very well may. That's the crazy thing, dude. 5'7" Skyhook. They might miss the playoffs. That's nuts. Taysom is more important to the team than Jameis will ever be. No, I disagree. Let's see if the Saints win a playoff game without Taysom. Let's see. Let's see. Gosh, I would love to see Jameis Winston be the quarterback. I don't know why. Jameis is young and threw 5,000 yards, 50 TDs, led the NFL in pass. The only flaw was the picks Taysom run. Yeah. Is a Wildcat player, scored both his TDs in Wildcat. Taysom is a good player, but not a franchise QB. What we saying, bro? And I'm saying without Taysom, you guys aren't going anywhere. I don't know, dude. All right, 5'7" Skyhook. Let's see what he says. He says, I'd rather have a QB with an arm talent than a 30-year-old gimmicky run QB. Good luck coming back from any deficit in the playoffs when you can't throw. He has a little bit of a point there, Chris. The Saints offense was top 5 without Taysom, so that point is not valid. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Mike Pryor's here. How you doing, Mike? Thumbs up if you think Antisocial Chris Sports doesn't actually watch sports. Mike Pryor, he comes in with a thumbs up. That's hilarious. I'm not going to go that far. My boy Chris knows sports. He's very, very opinionated. He comes in and he says what he believes and he stands on it. Let me tell you. But no, it's funny. It's all fun. Interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. Who wins, Packers or the Saints? Who wins? Did we already see that this year? We didn't see that yet, right? I don't think we're going to see it this year. Packers or the Saints? Who wins this year? We did. And it was the Packers won 37-30. Chris coming in. I watch sports. Sponific, we going to have to find a day to talk about this in the Discord? Maybe. That might be the move. whoever has home field wins. You think? The Packers beat y'all at home. But the thing is there's not going to be people in the stands, though, bro. And Aaron Rodgers with no people in the stands, dude, he's a monster. He's a monster. The Superdome ain't the same with no fans, bro. Honestly, that just helps Aaron Rodgers because now he doesn't have to deal with the elements. And he doesn't have to deal with the crowd noise. I don't know, dude. I think the Packers might be the best team in the NFC. I think I would put my money on the Packers. They got the run game. They got weapons. They got Aaron Rodgers. They put a lot of work into their defense. Darnell Savage, Preston Smith. I don't know, man. Chris Sportsock, y'all talking trash, and the guy's 2-0 at QB. I don't care what y'all say. I hope they bring in Jameis so he can throw 30 picks again. You don't even give a guy a chance. Y'all want Jameis so bad. You're going to get what you're asking for. Watch. I mean, we wanted Jameis before Taysom Hill. Was a thought a starting quarterback, in my opinion. I mean, I thought it was a very good understanding that everybody had that if something happened to Drew, Jameis was the backup. But that's clearly not the case. I'm shocked. I'm stunned. I don't know why. But he's 2-0 against a quarterbackless team and the Atlanta Falcons, who are 2-0. They're garbage. I don't know. Asan Moore, I don't know if I've seen you before here. Welcome to the channel. If you have been here, I'm sorry. If not, please subscribe. But what's up? And if you have been, I'm really sorry. Starting to get confused on who's been here before and who hasn't. Let's see. Sean Payton agrees with you. That's fair. Hey, look at that. Chris, schedule a date to talk about the Lamar being around for long and the Saints' future QB and top 5 RB. We talking about Taysom for 16 games after Breeze retires. Chris Sports Talk, you wanted Jameis before, and Sean Payton agrees with me. Chris thinks it's crazy that people want a QB to play QB. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. Spotifying. Look how much Taysom is getting paid. It's crazy how much he's getting paid, in my opinion. I'll post a vid on my channel talking about it. You guys got me fired up now. I sure will. Good, good. And I will like the video when it's posted. Son Moore, it feels sad and horrible for the Bengals to play garbage. I freaking hear you, dude. It sucks. Why didn't they play... Speaking of quarterbacks, why didn't they play Ryan Finley? Why in the world is this Brendan Allen stupid guy in the freaking lineup? So dumb. Should have had Ryan Finley in there. Ryan Finley's not terrible. Schedule a time to talk about these things. I'm sure... Gotta figure out something. Yeah, maybe we'll come up with a day. That's probably something we'll do. You know what I'll do, Spoiled? That's what we'll do. We'll have one day a week. Don't know what day yet. But we'll come up with a day after the season. Okay? After we get through the season, that we'll have a Discord day. And I'll start streaming, and I'll open the Discord up, and we'll have people come in and out, and we'll just discuss some general things like that. Like who's the top 5 running backs, who's whatever. We'll come up with some other topics and things like that, and we'll have a good time, me and the community talking in the Discord voice channel, and we'll do something like that. But yeah, that might be something cool that we could do off season, that could bring more of the community together and have a fun talking sports, talking football, and seeing what else is going on. As I said, I don't know what day would be best yet, but Look out for that. We'll do something like that in the offseason. Chris Sports Talk. I never said. Let me write that down, actually. Hold on. That could be fun. All right, here we go. I never said. It feels like. Hold on, what is going on here? I never said that, you idiot. I think it's amazing that a Hall of Fame Super Bowl champion head coach agrees with me by starting Taysom, so I must know something. If a Hall of Fame coach agrees with me, he obviously sees what I see. It's interesting. How many years you think Taysom have in a Saints uniform? 3 to 5, maybe. Bilby? What is Bilby? I don't know. You be stupid to give that guy up. I don't know if I necessarily agree that he's that great. Asan Moore, do you think it will be a defensive battle between us and the Steelers? All I can say is I hope so. You know, if we don't get crushed by the Steelers, I think that is awesome. But I don't have high hopes for us against the Steelers. But our defense is pretty good. You know, Jack Del Rio is running an interesting game plan. They definitely have the receivers that could punish it. But it's going to be an interesting game on Sunday. We will definitely go over that more later this week. You give up on Taysom. Sorry, Sean will make Jameis our future watch because every Saints fan knows Jameis is our future. You give up Taysom. I guarantee you won't be on the market longer than a day. A day will not pass where he won't be on a team. I promise you there will be so many suitors for him. Maybe. Why do you think we signed Jameis? We only signed him for $1 million. I'm shocked that he's not the backup. Do you think Mitchell Trubisky would be the starter for the Bears next year? No, he will not be the starter for the Bears. They will draft a QB, almost certainly, unless he wants Dwayne. If you want to take Dwayne, that'd be cool. I hope Jameis is your future so you can come on here and complain every Sunday about how trash he is. Oh, God. Before Taysom Hill got that deal, we let him choose his team. No one noted him because they know Sean Payton is the only one who can use him probably. Interesting. 5-7 Skyhook. There are 5 regular season games left. Taysom Hill over under 5 passing TDs. I'm saying under. That's an interesting over-under, huh? That's an interesting one. I say under because I don't think he'll start all those games. Asan Moore. The Broncos had no QBs. What a game from a rookie. From the rookie. Yeah, I don't even know. Let's see. I'm just curious. What did they even do? Did they throw the ball at all? Like, what did that game look like statistic-wise? K. Hinton. 1 for 9, 13 yards, and 2 interceptions. Okay. Ouch. That hurts. You say what you want. That record 2-0 right now. As long as he keeps winning, who cares what Tim Tebow did, even he won a playoff game? Yeah, I would not want to do what Tim Tebow did. Thoughts on the Chiefs and Buccaneers? The Chiefs are just good, dude. Chiefs are monsters. I can't believe Taysom... Sorry, we're talking Taysom Hill. I can't believe Tyreek Hill had over 200 yards passing in the first quarter. That's insane. But the Bucs did try to come back. Look at that. I didn't actually see all this stuff. Let's see what here. They so the first half was field goal, touchdown. Bucs scored before half and got a field goal. So it was 27 at half. And wow, the Bucs tried to make a comeback. They did hold him off. Look at that. 2 touchdowns at the end of the game, but the Chiefs were able to ice it. Bucks are a really good team too. They're trying to work some things out, but the Chiefs are just monsters, dude. They made it kind of closer than it really was, it looks like. Because, I mean, look at this. When they're up by 10, they do 9 plays for 25 yards and run almost 6.5 minutes off the clock, the Chiefs did. Then they let them score a touchdown, but then they have 8 more plays, 33 yards, and kill the clock 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Kind of playing with their food, I guess you would say. Chiefs are just so good. They're 10-1 right now. So good. He was trash. What you mean? What a game? Oh, yeah, from the rookie of the Bucks or the Broncos. Yeah, it's bad. My thoughts on Bucks suck. So does Tom Brady. They're done. I mean, I don't think so. No, 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. You know, I don't know. Bucks are 7-5 right now. They'll definitely be a playoff team, but it'll be interesting where they end up. They are kind of like in a weird situation right now where they're kind of feeling each other out, trying to figure each other out. So we'll see if they can put it together before the playoffs. Taysom Hill will probably stay with the Saints, but I don't see him starting after Breeze retires. I agree. Chris, would you rather have TB12 or Hill for the rest of the year? Interesting. I'm telling you to be grateful because when Jameis comes in, you're not going to like what you see. And if Sean starts him, we franchise tag Jameis. Hell, Taysom Brady is awful. Have you seen him play lately? Tom Brady? 2 interceptions. He's thrown a lot of interceptions this year. There's no doubt. I would definitely not say Tom Brady is awful. That's for sure. Don't tell the full story. Watch him. He's awful. I just don't think so. Like, it's fine. You know what? It's fine. Because so many times Patriots fans came out and said Tom Brady's over the hill, he's awful, he sucks, and then he goes to the Super Bowl. You know, so it's fine. You know, it's just keep thinking bad things about Tom Brady. It's fine. Shannon will break it down tomorrow. Just watch. Watching Shannon. Oh. The Buccaneers probably missed Jameis. On that note, no, it was fun, guys. I think I'm going to get out of here. Been on for a little over an hour. Got to get up for work in the morning. It was fun. Thank you, guys. I will, again, post the Discord in the chat. You know, if you're not in the Discord, Asan, I don't think you're in the Discord. Join the Discord. It's a lot of fun in there. We talk some sports over there throughout the week, talk some football, and as I said, I want to make some more stuff in the Discord that it can be more fun. But do I think Antonio Gibson is in the Rookie of the Year discussion? No doubt. 11 touchdowns in 11 videos. That's funny. 11 touchdowns in 11 games. It's no joke. He's definitely in that discussion. I got a vid coming for you, Spoiled. Uh-oh. There you go. We will keep an eye for that one, all right? But I will see you guys tomorrow. Eagles versus Saints. Russell Wilson versus Carson Wentz. What are we going to get? Hopefully a Seahawks thrashing of the Eagles, but we will see then. But until next time.
See ya!